Is my village now reconnected to civilization? A couple of weeks ago I made a video about how the road out of here is being rebuilt and effectively cutting us off from the outside world. That work was due to finish on the 18th of October. It's now the 23rd. Have they finished? What do you think? Oh well, we're now looking at a date of 8th of November. Anyway, let's take a walk into the next village, partly because it's a lovely autumn day, and partly because, wouldn't you know it, half the bus drivers are on strike today. Of course, I am probably going to have to dodge all the cars taking an illegal shortcut to avoid the official diversion. Well, you know, you take the rough with the smooth. Yeah, so the bus drivers strike. Basically, in several German states, there are wage negotiations going on between the big union, Verdi, I think it is, and oh, what did I say? Look at this. Here comes an illegal car. A legal car making an illegal shortcut. Yep. Yeah. This is a road that's open to pedestrians, cyclists, and agricultural vehicles only. So anyway, what was I saying? Bus drivers strike. Several states in Germany at the moment, wage negotiations going on for new contracts for certain workers in local public transport.
Essentially, although operators are offering pay rises, they don't go far enough for the union. Transport operators are facing rising costs and falling revenue. At the same time, the workers themselves are facing a higher cost of living. The union also argues that in the face of staff shortages, better pay would attract more job applicants. The operators argue that they can't afford to pay higher wages and that they would have to reduce intake and cut services. If you want my personal opinion, I think it might help if the Deutschland ticket was subsidised better. As it is, right now, both sides are incentivized to stand their ground and not give in.
One of the big disappointments of this year is that I haven't been able to travel as much as I had planned. One of the biggest reasons for that has actually been the weather, which I don't have any control over. We've had a few severe weather events in Germany that have, shut down railway lines and flooded entire neighbourhoods, but otherwise it's just been just generally very cold and wet and miserable. I did once years ago almost break a camera by trying to film in the rain. I do have one more travel video that's in the works. I did film it months and months ago, but I'm hoping to be publishing it sometime in November. Now, I do have a reason for wanting to delay it quite so long, and in that connection, I'd like to say, if you are still supporting me on Patreon, please go to my Patreon feed. There is a very important message for you there if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, there is actually an announcement coming in the next few weeks relating to something that I have been working on recently, and I'm really quite excited about it, and I hope it all works out, and I hope you're as excited about it as I am. I'm not going to say anything more about it at this moment. Well, the bus drivers might be on strike, but the train drivers are not. So let's go somewhere else.
Fahrgäste, wir erreichen in wenigen Minuten Hanau Hauptbahnhof. Unsere Zugfahrt endet dort. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Well, at least now I'm in Hesse, where the bus drivers are not on strike. Some of you might remember the video I did a while back about Hanau's last department store, among other things. Well, it's right here. It's to be called the Stadthof, and it's due to open early next year.
I have incidentally been quite busy working on various ideas, and I've had a lot of them, but of course most of them I discovered to be unworkable for some reason.
One of the big ideas that I had that never actually came to fruition was a video answering the question, are German cities walkable? The problem is that the answer to that question is basically yes, and there isn't much more to say about it, unless you're an urban planner, which I'm not. I did think that for Halloween I could start here in Hanau, the birthplace of the Brothers Grimm, and tell the story of one local historian who claimed to have found the origin of the story of Hansel and Gretel, but of course it all turned out to be a complete hoax. Unfortunately, although the story is quite amusing, there just wasn't enough there for a full video. I could make it into a full video, but it would mean a lot more filming and a lot more research than I bargained for. I also thought it would be a good idea to make a video about different types of road in Germany. What is an Autobahn? What is a Bundesstraße? All that kind of stuff. And while I'm certain that a lot of you would have found that very interesting, the challenge was to keep it interesting for basically everybody else, and that meant going out and filming a lot of what we call B-roll, and I just didn't have time. I think that just about wraps it up for this video. Keep an eye on this channel for hopefully some exciting announcements in the coming weeks, and I may be trying a few little experiments that you might want to be a part of. Until then, goodbye. I also keep your eye on this channel for some hopefully interesting announcements in the coming weeks, and